What up, guys? Sean Blue here. I am going to share a story that happened 7 years ago, back when I was going to Palomar College, which is a community college in Dago. I was doing ceramics, and there was this. I'm going to call him a retard, and it's not to offend anyone. It's because this man was mentally retarded. I can say mentally handicapped, but just just to get straight to the point, this man was retarded, and his name was Kobe. Yeah, and he was like about a middle aged man. Like, yeah, he is. He was like in his 40s, and everybody knew him as, because like around the ceramics area, as because like Kobe, he was like that retarded guy, and he was good at doing ceramics. He was really artistic. And excuse me, and he was just like he like and like he was a friendly guy. I remember I introduced myself to him, and and he was very friendly and stuff like that. And there was a lot of different people. There was like some nasty old women that worked there. Yeah, there was a lot of nasty old people that worked in at this area, but yeah, I met a lot of interesting people as well. Well, and anyway, with Kobe, like once like you became friends with him, like and like not even, like necessarily like friends, but like once you start like talking to him, like he starts like latching onto you, and not literally. I mean, metaphorically, like he would just like cling to you, like how like a little kid would, or how like a dog would, or something like that. And sometimes that's okay, but it was like really annoying and stuff like that. And well, okay, there was a lot of things that happened with Kobe. This was the I saw him 1 year for 2 semesters. This was the first semester. Then, of course, I saw him the second semester, and it ended ugly. It ended ugly. The relationship kind of, not like physically, of course not, and not like really me fighting with him, but me fighting with this nasty old woman. But I'm not even gonna get into that story. I'm just gonna get into the story where I found Kobe kind of creepy. Every so often he would follow me to my car, and I didn't park that close to the classroom. Why? They had like these big parking lots at Palomar, and they would go on for, like, it seemed like miles. Not really, but it seemed like it went on for miles. There were so many parking spots, and I remember I would be walking to my car, and sometimes he would follow me to my car and stuff like that. And one time, like, he wanted to give me like a Christmas card, and he wanted my address, and and I gave him like this like BS answer, like I was kind of like telling him to fuck off, but in a nice way. I was like saying like, oh, I don't know my address, Kobe, because he wanted to, instead of giving me the Christmas card right on the spot, he wanted my address so he can mail me the Christmas card. Um, and when I told him, and he would talk like a little kid too, like he would talk like he's like a freaking like 5 year old, except he was like a 40-year-old man, and so that was kind of like off putting. And he looked like a regular guy until you start talking to him. And well, anyway, like, so yeah, he's like a 40-something-year-old man, and yeah, he talked kind of like a 5 year old, which was, yeah, like I said, off putting, kind of like when men would like talk like women like transgenders and stuff. This was like a man kind of like talking like a child. And well, anyway, like, yeah, he would say like, "Oh, hi," like, Sean, like I can't even do it. So I can't even do how he talked. But well, anyway, so after I kind of like gave him that BS answer, I notice within his voice, like, that I when I said like, "Oh, I can't give you my address," or something like that, I noticed in his voice that it changed a little bit. Like he said, "How do you not know your address?" That's what he said to me. But he didn't sound like a little child voice anymore. His voice, not only it sounded irritated, but it kind of like it changed a little bit. Like, it didn't sound like an innocent child's voice anymore. It sounded more like a man's voice, like a regular man's voice. And I remember kind of like, whoa, I picked up on that right away. And I said like I just don't know. And then like he said goodbye, and I said goodbye, and that didn't end our friendship. Like I said, that went on to the next semester at the very end, and did that get nasty with me and this one old woman. I'm not going to get into that what happened there, but I just want to share this story. But I just thought it was so creepy though, that he followed me to my car, and when I told him pretty much like that you can't have my address, that his voice got irritated, and it changed. Like he no longer was talking like a 5 year old. His voice didn't completely change, but it changed enough where like, whoa, is this guy like putting on like this whole like simpleton, type of thing where he's like Lenny from Mice and Men, and but it kind of showed like what he was up to. I don't know what he was up to, but it was kind of weird that it showed that he was kind of putting on the voice a little bit, and kind of putting on like the innocent thing a little bit, trying to put it on the retarded thing a little bit. And I'm not saying that he's not mentally retarded, why he probably is, but he played it on quite a bit, which was kind of spooky. I wonder why he did that. Well, anyway, that's my story about that. But yeah, thank you.